Well, hello again. And here we are. And tonight, or this afternoon, or wherever you are, or to whatever time you're looking at, we're going to look at a classic poem called Daffodils by William Wordsworth. Most people in the world know this poem. And today, Mike Eddison, who is living proof that William Wordsworth still lives, is going to read it.
Daffodils by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle in the Milky Way, they stretched in ne'er-ending line along the margins of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils.
Now, wasn't that classic? A classic poem, wonderful. Our grandfathers know it, our parents know it. We're going to study it at school. Unbelievably good. So good that people have copied it or tried to copy it. Here's one which I will read. It's by a poet called Jimmy Johns, and it starts in the same vein with the classic line. It's called When Wordsworth Came to Town. I wandered lonely in the crowd that thronged the streets of Notting Hill, when someone called my name out loud. I turned around and, standing still in all that throng, I tried to trace the friendly or familiar face. The crowd around me hurried on and jostled and bumped me where I stood. 'Twas then I found my wallet gone and spied a short man in a hood duck into a doorway dim, and straightway I went after him. It was a crowded bar, a right dodgy, dark, low-ceiling dive, the sort where, if you start a fight, you're lucky to get out alive. And there, where two big bouncers stood, sat a short figure in a hood. Though lesser men may blanch and pause ere setting foot in such a den, a poet with a worthy cause has heart and soul as strong as 10. And, dauntless in my righteous heat, I yanked the scoundrel from his seat. I yanked him up, my grip was firm, and suddenly the room was still. He yelled and wriggled like a worm. 'Twas then I felt my innards chill. It turned out this was just a lad, and one of the bouncers was his dad. His dad was huge, but not with fat, all muscle, bone, and injured pride. I don't recall much after that, till I came to again, outside, save for that which I did spy before the first blow closed my eye. I still recall that glimpse I had. It's printed on my inner eye. A man no taller than the lad slipping out of the door nearby, who, just before he left, had stood and winked as he put up his hood. I saw my error, and then, whack! The sky fell and the world went black. But now, with all the bruises gone, my mind in more pensive frame, I see I should have focused on finding the friend who called my name. Alas, I tried to catch a thief and lost my friend, my wallet, and my teeth. Well, Jimmy Johns was not the only poet to copy William Wordsworth's famous classic poem, The Daffodils. There is another one who Mike Jackson will introduce a very lovely poem, and it's also another classic theme based on a classic poem.
So hello, this poem is a poem by Barry Dennis Hopkins, who's a local artist up north, and this is called Croak. Croak by Barry Dennis Hopkins. I pondered lonely as a frog that floats aboard a lily pad. For all I need's a lover's snog, a fair princess who's never sad. The wicked witch her evil spoke, and now all I do is sit and croak. My legs are green, my face is too, yet still I wish a gentle kiss for one princess to say I do, and crush my lips with fondest bliss. For 3 long years this place I've hopped, my chin's so low, how far it's dropped. What's this I see? A maiden fair, so beautiful, approaching me, with bluest eyes and golden hair. Could she become my destiny? Now knelt beside my tiny pool, her face a sparkled golden jewel. Bow down, I beg, my lips I stretch, so close her face my eyes agog. She screams and then begins to retch. My God, you're such an ugly frog. Alas, for now my hopes are dead. I'll marry some fat toad instead.
Wow, Mike, that was so romantic. So it's up to you guys out there to choose your best. The classic Wordsworth, the classic Jimmy Johns, or the classic Dennis Hopkins. Sorry, Barry Dennis.
Hopkins.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Till next time.